What are the main characteristics of criminal law?
Its main characteristics would be, as said, to set up a system whereby offences are clearly determined. If the law is broken, that a person should be punished for it, to deter retribution, to deter people from taking the law into their own hands, which sometimes does happen. That if an offence is alleged, that you should go through the official channels to vindicate that, but also to set up a system of deterrence, and in some cases it has a rehabilitative function, where they hope that people who go through the system can be rehabilitated before they exit it. Those in general terms would be the main functions of it.
How do judges make decisions?
That's a good question. There's a lot of issues there. Again, it's precedent, it's case law. It comes down to other things too. It comes down to other intangible things like weather outside, if they got caught in a traffic jam that morning, if they were involved in an argument with their partner at home. These things do act in the background, and they do affect decision making, although not consciously, but it does happen.
Why is the standard of proof higher in a criminal case?
It's higher in a criminal case because in a civil case, if you lose, you just lose. And yes, you pay costs. It's a monetary penalty to you if you lose in a civil case. In criminal cases, the reason why there's a higher standard is because if you lose, there's a very real risk of jail. And judges tend to think in terms of weeks, months, years. So you'd have a long time in jail thinking about what went wrong. So for a judge to kind of make that decision to deprive someone of their liberty, which is what jail is, they have to be very, very sure. And that's why it's much, much higher than civil law.
What is causation?
Causation is a relationship between cause and effect. In civil law, it's not enough to say, I fell down that hole and your property and I broke my leg, So that's not enough to establish liability on the part of the person who owns the property, the land. You have to be able to show that because of that event, falling into the hole, that caused me to have these injuries. So the causation can be tracked back to the person who owns the property. The injury is one thing, but because of your negligence, it's caused this injury to me. So that's what causation means in civil law. In criminal law, your action caused the offense complained about. The punch to the person's face caused them to have a black eye or a broken jaw or a busted tooth. So the offense or the event, the punch, caused the injury.